This cooking and nutrition portion brought to you by Save On Foods.
Chef and holistic nutritionist Andrea Potter from Rooted Nutrition is with me in the kitchen today with another easy to cook recipe. Andrea, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So today's recipe is?
So we're making a frittata. And frittata, basic eggs, but we're going to be adding a lot of really great veggies.
Okay. So where do we start?
So we're going to start by doing some veggies. If you want to help me out.
That's kale, right?
Yeah, this is gaining in popularity, which is excellent. This is one of the healthiest foods on the planet.
Right.
So a really quick way to, I call it unzipping the kale.
That's easy, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to cut it or fool around with a knife.
Right.
And just pull the middle right out of it.
Yeah, that is simple.
So I'm actually just going to pop it all into my little pot.
Just steam it?
Just steam it for a couple minutes while you get your other things prepared.
Right.
Okay, great. So next is, I'll do the egg cracking maybe if you want to chop the peppers.
Sure.
Does that sound fair?
That's the deal. Sure.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, just small pieces?
Small pieces, and I learned
Small square?
if you cut them this way up, it's actually better because you lose less water. You don't squish the water out of it.
Okay, well, good to know.
I'm just going to add a little bit of milk.
Okay.
Great. It's looking not bad. So all of your chopped veggies can just go into the pie plate.
Okay. And you already got some tomatoes?
I chopped some cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes?
Yeah. Sun-dried tomatoes are good. If cherry tomatoes aren't in season, sun-dried tomatoes are a nice alternative.
And the kale leaves are ready?
So we'll let that cool for just a second.
Okay.
Get the rest of our stuff in there. We're going to pour the eggs over top.
Okay.
And would you like to crumble the cheese into here in the meantime?
All of it?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, that's up to you. And then I'm going to put a little bit of sea salt. That looks good. I'm just going to wring out some of the water. And then I'm just going to chop this.
It's kind of like lukewarm now, yeah.
Yeah, I'll chop it roughly.
Shall I?
Sure.
Is that good, or
That's
you
great,
want
yeah.
them
And then
smaller?
we can just sprinkle it all over.
So, all in here?
Yep, all in there.
Okay. Does that look anywhere near good?
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay.
So I actually kind of push it down.
So that's the egg and the dairy mix.
Yeah. And we've got 8 eggs in here, so this will feed around 4 people.
Okay.
4 to 6, depending on if you have a side salad, it's probably
Right.
6. So I'm going to pop this in the oven for about half an hour.
At what temperature?
I think it's 375 or so.
Okay.
You'll actually see it puff up a little bit, and when it's quite obvious when it's done, when the middle is set, it's done.
Okay.
Let it cool for a couple minutes, and then we'll taste it.
All right. Okay.
Right.
So put it in the oven now?
Yep.
Let's do it.
So this was in the oven for half an hour or so at 375.
Okay.
Once it's set in the middle, then you know it's done. And I've just plated up a couple for us. Shall
Okay.
we?
All right. Yes. This is my favorite part of my job.
Nice. Dig in.
Well, Andrea, this tastes really good, and the kale leaves, they give it that really nice flavor.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a great way to get tons of kale into one meal.
Absolutely. You can find out more about this recipe in today's Vancouver Sun or log on to vancouversun.com/empoweredhealth. Andrea, thanks for being on the show.
Cheers.